Hey guys, what's up? Um, Welcome back to the vlog. If you are new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. So today's video is not going to be anything too interesting. It's just going to be, a standard regular vlog. Um, Obviously, like always, I have subjects for today's video, which you saw at the beginning of the video when I put the thing in. But for now, I'm going to my mom's birthday lunch. So we're going to have lunch at a restaurant. The restaurant looks pretty nice, so I probably won't vlog anything there because I feel like that'd be weird. And then after that, I have work. Tomorrow I'm off, so I'll have more stuff to film. I do want to talk about today's subject briefly. I don't want to get too into it because I wanna get to that to the end of the video, but I do want to talk about it just a little bit briefly right now, which is being your biggest critic. What does that mean? It doesn't mean what you probably think it means, which is think negatively of yourself all the time. No. People like to throw the word around criticizing or critic too heavily, and also more so in a negative light than a positive one. A critic is someone who can give constructive criticism, who can help correct things that the person who made those things possible maybe failed to realize or didn't understand. What I mean by being your biggest critic is that not to think negatively of yourself or your actions or things like that, but more so to critique your thought process, your actions, your words, your character, because critiquing yourself is the only way you're going to find out what it is that needs to be worked on. Critiquing yourself is very important. I've been doing it more so lately because I've been trying to better myself and, better my thought process, re-hardwire my brain and think in more positive lights. But in order to do that, you have to really critique yourself and be aware of what's going on inside here. What's going on? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you saying? What are you doing? Because all of those things combine together and it becomes who you are, who you're destined to be, because that's just who you are. If all you think about is negative, and all you talk about is negative, and all you do is negative, your life's gonna be negative. Like, I'm sorry, it just is, because that's all you spend your time on. But on the other hand of that, if you think positively, if you act positively, you talk positively, if you are a positive person, then everything will work out in your favor. Just a little like me throwing the dart out there, hoping that it'll stick for you guys. I will be picking it up and talking about way more in depth later in the video, but for now, I gotta go to that lunch, so I will see you in the next clip. Bye. Hey guys, what's going on? I just got out of work. I just wanted to make a small little, segment, just because I'm driving home and I've been thinking about the subject of today's video a lot right now, and I had some thoughts and things that I was thinking in my head that I wanted to use for later on in the video when I, do a sit down and a talk, which I will still do that, but I wanted to kind of get some of those things off my mind right now. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep thinking about them and possibly even forget some of them too. So, yeah, I just wanted to take a second. I know I said that, I wouldn't really breach the subject too much until the end of the video. I still will talk about it later on, but I do want to talk about it a little bit here. So, the subject of today's video is critiquing yourself, being your biggest critique. I know it's hard to do because naturally everybody kind of thinks about their outside perspective of things. They think about what other people are criticizing them over. They think about things outside of inside themselves, which I'm guilty of that too. It's not like I'm perfect and I don't also think about those things. Like, it's understandable, and so because of that, it's hard to, take a second and actually critique yourself, because it feels like it's coming with a negative, negative outlook on it, because whenever you think of somebody critiquing you, you think negatively. You think that they're being negative towards you, or they're just, judging you. Critiquing yourself and judging yourself is a lot different from others doing it to you. When others critique and judge you, it's mainly for your flaws, and they critique and judge your flaws because they themselves have those flaws, and those things that can also be judged upon, and they feel as if yours are just slightly worse than theirs. So they attack your flaws and judge your flaws because they don't want to face their own. And I'm sure whoever's watching this video has also done similar things. I know I've done it. Everybody judges people. It's okay. It's okay to admit to yourself that you've done it in the past. I have as well, and I'm not exactly proud of it, but whether it's, silent judgment or, doing it to someone's face, it's judgment and critiquing someone for their flaws nonetheless. But what's different about doing it to yourself versus someone else is that you are going to be critiquing and judging yourself, your thoughts, your actions, your words, your beliefs, in order to help progress your own flaws, your own thoughts and actions and words and all that. You have to dig deep into yourself, and I know somebody's like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, you just, like, you say that, but what does that actually look like? Like, how do you critique yourself? Well, first, take some time to really think about it. The mind is incredibly powerful. Whatever you tell yourself up here, 9 times out of 10 will come to fruition. It will. And people say, oh, manifestation's not real, this or that. Like, it is 100% real. If you think that you can't do something and you try it and you can't do it, it's because you think you can't. It's not because you just can't. Because I'll tell you what, if you think you can do it and you put your mind to it and you believe 100% in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, in every facet of belief that you can do something, whether you fail at it or not, you will continue to do that thing until you succeed. There you go. It happens. Manifestation is a very powerful tool that not a lot of people utilize because they believe it's make believe, it's fairy tale, it's not real. It's not magic. It's not science. It's not magic. It's not nothing. It's literal belief in oneself. And if you believe yourself, if you believe in what you truly think and feel and aspire to do, then you will get it done. Now, that being said, you also have to, have a passion for things, and you also have to be disciplined and consistent with certain things, but those are different subjects. The one today is, critiquing yourself, truly changing your thought process and stop thinking negatively about yourself and your situations. Stop speaking negatively about your situations, your thoughts. And I'm sure that there's some of you who are going to say, well, it's easy for you to say, you don't have all these people judging, critiquing you and this and that, and, not appreciating you and all this stuff. And, it's hard to do that to yourself as well, because it will only bring negative, outlooks to things, and it'll make me even more negative and this and that. Understandable, but at the end of the day, other people's opinions of you should not matter. If you are truly trying to better your life, better yourself, better who you are, how you feel, how you are perceived, you got to just kind of not care about what others think of you anymore. You have to not care about how others perceive you, about how others think of you, how others judge you, critique you, criticize you, anything. You have to just not care for it. Because at the end of the day, I got this quote from Ethan Hawke, but the sun doesn't care whether the grass appreciates its rays or not. It still shines. So still shine. Whether other people appreciate you or judge you and criticize you and, think badly of you, think negatively of you, it shouldn't matter to you. Now, if it's affecting your life on a truly deep level, if it's more than just simple, opinions and thoughts of others, and it's, genuine bullying in school, or people, picking on you, picking fights with you and this and that, I understand it, that is a little different. But if you're so worried about what others think of you, even if they don't necessarily say it outright and you just overthink it and you think that they do, you have to just not care. So learn, if I were you, before you even try and critique yourself, learn to not care about other people's critiques and judgments and what they think. Because I'm telling you, when you stop caring about how others perceive you, it makes the world a difference. And then you can start really digging deep into yourself and realizing what it is, not that you necessarily have to change, but how you can alter your whole internal belief system in order to truly believe in yourself and believe in what you do and what you want to do and how you feel, and validate your own feelings and opinions and thoughts, and not second guess yourself or overthink everything. And I know that it's incredibly hard to just snap your fingers and all of a sudden think that way. It takes time. I'm still in the process of it. I still care what people think about me on some level. Like, I don't think that's ever necessarily going to go away. But if somebody were to ever like come up to me and say, "Oh, I don't like the way you look," or I don't like the way you're walking. You have bad posture," or like, "I don't like your teeth," or this or that. Any like insecurity I possibly could have, they try and pick on. Like, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, who the fuck are you to say shit like that?" Like, kind of have to like set your foot down and be like, whether what they say could be true or not, nobody but yourself has any right whatsoever to judge you and critique you for anything, because everyone has flaws. Everyone has shit that they go through, even the people who look like they're perfect. So trust me, you know, people judging you should be the absolute last of your worries. It should be at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to worries and problems that you'll have. But not because it doesn't ever happen, but because you shouldn't let it get to you. You should not give something that can only bring negative outlooks and actions any sort of weight or value. It's very important. The only things that you should value in your life is positive reinforcement and support from others when it comes to what others think of you. If it is not positive and it is not supportive, then it should not matter to you in the slightest, because what they think will not dictate or change how you feel or how you go about your life. Anyway, that's it for this little segment and talk. I just got back from the gym. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna shower, wash my face, eat a little bit, and then head to bed, because I am tired. So, I will see y'all in the morning. See ya. What's up, guys? It's been a day or two. I believe since I last filmed, I've just had some stuff going on in my personal life, like you know, hanging out with friends and going to do stuff, and just haven't really had time to film. I'll talk about some of that when I'm done with this clip, but I will talk about some of that later on. But for now, I wanted to kind of give you an update on what's currently happening instead of talking about what has happened. So, right now, I am reorganizing my room. It's a bit of a mess right now, as you can tell. I had a lot of stuff that I still had to actually unpack. I'm not gonna lie. I just hadn't gotten around to it because I've been so busy with trying to figure out other stuff with my room that I haven't fully unpacked. So a lot of that was still in boxes and whatnot, and I'm trying to clear it out still. But I do want to unpack everything. I don't necessarily have to organize everything because I just don't have the storage for some of this stuff. But I plan on getting some of the storage for it. Just for now, I'm gonna try and see what I can work with. But I do want to unpack all the boxes that I have here. I have one left there, which doesn't have a lot of stuff in there. All the other stuff around it's either garbage or laundry and whatnot. And then I have this little box here that I have to finish unpacking. And then obviously the stuff on the bed I have to organize and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'll kind of show you a little bit, but for the most part, I might do like a little montage thing, but I will show you the end results afterwards. So yeah, here's that. Yo, what's up, guys? It's a few hours later. I did end up finishing my room. I'll give you a quick tour in a minute, but I did want to talk about today's subject. Obviously, the subject is being your biggest critic. There's honestly not much I can really say more than what I've already said, but just to kind of reiterate the importance of it, it's not thinking negatively and criticizing yourself for your inconsistencies and your flaws, but rather pointing out your inconsistency and flaws in order to better yourself. It's not to say that the person that you are now is any less than the person you could be. It's just when you're trying to better yourself and your life, whether that's for you or for others, because it could go both ways, it is important to evaluate yourself. You should always chase perfection, but you should not let it consume you. Meaning that you should always want to better yourself, no matter how matter how fulfilling you feel in life, no matter how satisfied you are with how things are, you should always be chasing perfection, but you also don't want it to consume you. You don't want to let that be everything. You are allowed to enjoy yourself and your life. Otherwise, there's no point in trying to gain a better one. But with that said, if all you try and do is enjoy life and not have a care in the world on how your life is ever going to turn out, then you're not going to have a life to enjoy. So that's why I feel as it's incredibly important to not highlight how bad of a person you are, but simply to acknowledge your flaws that you have and trying to do something to better them. First things first, we got the monitor set up. Yep. Look at that. We got the second monitor. That's honestly why I was waiting to start the reaction channel thing, just because I really needed that second monitor so I could have my OBS and stuff set up on it and you know, play around with it while I'm filming and this and that, making sure that everything's good. That was the main reason, honestly. And then now I have to wait until I get a stupid mic. I thought I had one, but I don't, I guess. And look at that. The room has been cleared. I mean, I know you kind of saw it already, but let's see. You can see no boxes. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. No boxes. Got the TV set up, got the monitor set up. Got a brand new bed, nightstand. It's great. It's great. Yeah, so I got my books set up and everything. Don't mind that. It's a lamp. Trust me, if you've seen Rick and Morty, you know what that is. It's not what you think it is. So don't. Here, I tried, well, I did it successfely, but I'm sure you can see how it turned out. I put those two shelves up there. It was fine. I did it correctly. It's just the shelves were like $5 shelves. They were crappy as hell and they just don't want to stick. So I'm going to get better brackets and better shelves. And then I'm going to put those up because I really want to get some potted plants in here and also set up my switch to my TV. And then I'm also going to get some curtains. It's probably some white blackout curtains. And then I want to get like a bookshelf right here where the garbage can is. And then I'll move the garbage can over a little bit. And then I'm debating whether I should get new soundproof panels because these ones, they're not really sticking that well. I'm not gonna lie. But if I do keep these, I'll probably just use a staple gun and staple them in because the adhesives don't really work that well. So I do want to finish that out within the next few weeks here. I want to get the whole wall set up, but obviously I want the bookshelf there, but I also want to do like a chalkboard or something right here next to the bookshelf. I think that would be pretty cool. I want to set up like a mirror on my on my closet door here. Look at the little Itachi. I'm going to try and finish it, like fully finish it, in the next month is the game plan. I ordered a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff set up. But for right now, that's kind of what we're working with. So yeah. I will see you in the next clip because I am tired and I am probably going to just go and do my skincare, my hair care and all that, and then I'm honestly probably just gonna get into bed and pass out. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Anyways, good night, y'all. I'll see you in the next clip. Alright, peace. Hey, y'all. Very embarrassing to say. It's been a couple days, as I'm sure you can tell. I put up some posters. I also put up some other stuff on this wall, but I want to keep that stuff a surprise for next video. It's been almost a week, actually, I would say. I've just been incredibly busy. And I was just finishing filming, editing this video, and I had realized that I hadn't made an outro. If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing. It means a lot. So I am going to end it here, but I want you all to, take in what I said this video and the subject of today's video, and really be introspective into yourself and figure out what's going on in here, but also in here. It's very important. So yeah, anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.